All rise, please.
Of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the first meeting of the Doylestown Township Board of Supervisors, and today is our reorganization on Tuesday, January 3rd, 2023. Any public comment on agenda items only? Stop talking until you get to the microphone. And you are Mr. Lair.
William Lair, Zoning Hearing Board Chairman. I don't know if you want to the comment now or wait till the second comment.
No, if it's on the agenda, you can
Yeah,
comment.
it has to do with the billing rate for our solicitor. It's the Board of Supervisors that approves that, am I correct? I know that our solicitor was a recommendation of his hourly rate, but...
That's the zoning hearing board, I believe. You've always selected your own.
No, we selected our, but that's what
But
the
the
clarification
fee
is
is
the rate that we approve, does that have to be approved by the Board of Supervisors?
Well, since the board effectively pays the cost of the solicitor for the zoning hearing board, the board would have to approve the rate. You approve who it is.
Yes, that we did, but the rate, that's my question. The rate that he gets paid, who approves that?
We will,
Okay.
or not.
And the other item is, as far as the public notices, I know we've been advertising in the Intelligencer that the readership of that has really diminished. Is there any thought of, do you want us to continue to use the Intelligencer? What does the board use for any public notices?
Stuff?
We utilize the Intelligencer
Okay.
for notices, and additionally, our website, which the zoning hearing board applications are all posted along with meetings, and agendas are posted out front typically
Yeah,
as well.
that I know. I didn't, maybe Mr. Garton can...
You're able to use a weekly, provided the adequate notice appears in the weekly.
Okay.
Which makes it more difficult because you don't have the same lead time. But generally speaking, if you have enough lead time, you can publish in the Herald and meet your requirements.
How about the legal Intelligencer?
And
Is
now
that-
that,
No, that's in Philadelphia, and that's only circulated to
Okay, so that's
lawyers.
not-
That's not a general circulation newspaper.
Okay, so the only two publications that we have to be concerned is the Intelligencer and the Herald.
Right.
Okay, all right, I just want to get a clarification on that. Okay, thank you.
you're welcome, thank you. Any other comment? Okay, next meeting, the Board of Auditors is going to meet for their reorganization on Wednesday, January 4th at 10 a.m. Our next meeting is Tuesday, January 17th at 7 p.m. We're going to be closed on Monday, January 16th for Martin Luther King's birthday. Christmas tree drop-off is at New Britain Road entrance to Central Park anytime through through January 31st. Applications are now being accepted by the Doylestown Township Board of Supervisors for vacancies on the following boards and committees: the Agricultural Security Area Advisory Council, the Capital Campaign Committee, the Finance Committee, HARB, H-A-R-B, that's the Historical Architectural Review Board, and the Pension Advisory Committee. Next item on the agenda is reorganization. We've been advertised, and I'm going to turn the meeting over to the solicitor.
My sole purpose is to conduct the early part of this meeting for the purpose of the board's selection of a chair for 2023. Are there any nominations for position of chair of the Board of Supervisors for 2023?
I'd like to nominate Barbara Lyons.
I'll second.
Thank you.
Are there any other nominations? Now, is there a motion to close nominations?
I'll make a motion to close.
Thank you.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
That motion
Wait,
carries.
excuse me, what, was that an A? Yes.
Okay, so 4-1.
4-1.
Now, we need to vote on the nomination of Barbara Lyons to be the chair. All in favor, please say aye.
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 Any nays?
Nay.
Okay, so Barb, you've been reelected as chair of the Board of Supervisors for 2023, and I'll turn the meeting back to you to continue the reorganization process.
Thank you, my colleagues. Next item on the agenda is the election of vice chairman to the Board of Supervisors for 2023. Are there any nominations?
I'd like to make a nomination for Jen Herring.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
Any other nominations for vice chairman? All in favor of the vote?
Aye.
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 Nay.
4 and 1? Okay, Director of Public Safety, this is something that I always have to do. Does anybody else want to do it instead? No. Okay, hearing none. Is there a motion to nominate Barbara Lyons as Director of Public Safety?
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Is that a yes?
I said aye.
That was a yes for me, yeah.
Is that a no for you?
I said aye.
Okay, that's 5 and for that one. Okay, next item is the approval of the minutes for the December 20th, 2022 meeting. We've all had an opportunity to see the minutes, review the minutes. Any corrections or changes? Hearing none, is there a motion to approve the minutes for December 20th, 2022?
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
There is something that I noticed, maybe I'm not reading it right, but it says these proposed guidelines incorporate the supervisor's guidelines approved for 2022. Board of Supervisors reorg meeting 2022. Should that be 2023?
I'm sorry, Jen, what page you're from the
I'm
minutes?
sorry, it is at this point in the agenda on page 2, at the very top.
The agenda for this meeting? All right,
Over in the minutes.
can we pass on the minutes from December 21st?
Okay.
There was a motion, a second. Or do you have a correction to the minutes?
No.
Okay.
Sorry.
All in favor of the motion?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, now, do you have a question or correction
Yes.
to the agenda?
To the agenda. It said, I believe it says something about these proposed guidelines incorporate the supervisor's guidelines approved for 2022. Board of Supervisors reorganization meeting, January 3rd, 2022. Was that meant to be 23, or is that supposed to?
No, we're going to pass on them for 23 tonight, so that's referring to the last year.
I see. Okay, thank you.
Okay. So, yes, the proposed guidelines for supervisors, public meetings, and chairperson for 2023 in tandem. Is there a motion to approve them?
Motion to approve.
I'll second.
Thank you. Any changes or corrections or additions? Okay, so that would be guidelines 1 through did we lose?
Looks like it goes through D on page 5.
Yeah, 1 through, I don't think we have a, 3, I guess,
C.
that ends at,
Yeah.
it ends in, okay. Ending on page, is this really?
Ends on the top of page 5.
Top of page 5.
Yep.
All right, we'll clean that up for next year. Okay, so is there a motion to approve them?
I think
Did
we
we get
approved.
that already? Did we already approve them?
No, we just,
Oh.
you need to vote.
I'll make the motion.
No, we have a motion.
We have a motion and a second.
Calling the question, all in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Okay, designating boards' areas of responsibility for 2023.
I would like to make a motion that we maintain our liaisons as they were in 2022.
Okay? Is there a second to that motion?
I'd like to address that and table that for a second.
Well, okay. Are you tabling the motion, or are you wanting to?
I want to
address it?
discuss the motion.
Okay.
Puts me not in an ability to be able to perform my duties and responsibilities as an elected supervisor, Jen. And if you want to make that motion, which you probably have the votes to move those forward, then I also am going to insist that we have dual liaisons for those committees. We did that 2 years ago, and last year our chair decided that she didn't want to do that anymore. But there's no reason why our community and our volunteers should not have access to every supervisor.
Well, the reason is because most of the board chairs for these committees don't want you as liaison, so
They're volunteers.
Right,
There's
that don't
lots of-
want to serve with you.
Well,
So
there-
they're volunteers that don't want you as the liaison, so hence.
That is, you're welcome to have your opinion.
It's not
I
my
have-
opinion, it's the liaisons who
I have-
said we
well,
were
then
not going
I'd
to
love to
serve if Nancy is the liaison to this committee. So it's not an opinion, it's a fact.
They're welcome to step down then, because my job
Well, they're-
as an elected supervisor is to serve, and my duties and responsibilities. I'm going to ask Mr. Garten, there can be more than one supervisor liaison. We had that in the past. That was
If we vote for
If
it,
the board chooses to do so, there can be more than one liaison, correct?
Well, they're obviously not going to have the vote, so if you want to continue to bully, that's not a problem. I will just be attending those meetings. I will expect all the agendas to be sent to me.
Okay, there's a motion. Is there a second?
I'll second.
All,
The only change I would have to say is that we're going to have to vote on the capital campaign committee separate. But so I would amend the motion for everything but that one, because we'll have to vote on that separately.
Okay.
okay, yeah.
So I'll second to all but the capital campaign committee.
All right. Calling the question. All in favor?
Aye.
Nay.
4 and 1. Okay, township appointments.
Well, should we do the capital campaign committee?
Oh, yeah, there is no capital campaign committee yet. It's me
And Dan?
and Dan.
But
Yeah,
But you- are you-
You'll
you're the
officially be
liaison?
the liaison, and I'll be the
Chairman?
chair.
I'll make a motion
that's
for
what we have
Barb
to do.
to serve as the liaison for the capital campaign committee.
I'll second that.
Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Was that 5 and 0? Mm-hmm. Thank you for straightening that out for me. Okay, now on to township appointments for 2023, beginning with the manager and ending with the traffic engineer. Anybody have any changes, questions, concerns?
No.
Okay, is there a motion to do the township appointments for 2023 in tandem?
I'll make a motion.
I will second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Appointments to boards and commissions for 2023. You see where we have vacancies. I just want to clarify that Kathy Brown wants to stay on as member to the Dog Park Committee and Park and Rec. And she asked that her position be kept open, but she's taking a leave of absence. Is everybody okay with that?
Yes.
Okay. I told her as much, but I just want to make it formal. I don't think that requires a vote. All right, are there any,
Barb, can you just explain what does that mean, how long she's going to be on a
I don't know.
leave of absence?
I don't know.
her term continues through 2026.
Okay. Is there a second, who's her, the person, I guess, that will step up for her? Only.
They'll have their own elections
Okay,
for Dog Park and Park and Rec.
right, only just with so much going on, it's, okay.
No, there will be a chairperson for each of those committees.
Great, thank you.
Sure. Okay, all right. Where are we on this one?
We're on F, page 6.
Yeah, we haven't got any motions yet?
no
Okay.
motions yet.
Is there a motion to approve these appointments to boards and commissions for 2023?
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
All right. The administrative office hours and meeting days are set here under heading G. Any questions? Any changes? Any mistakes?
Not that I noticed.
Ms. Vice
Do
Chairman?
the veterans, oh, they're every other month, okay.
Okay, is there a motion to approve the meeting schedule for 2023?
Before you do it, I'm sorry, I just noticed that on the Environmental Advisory Committee, I think they decided to go back to 7 o'clock.
That is true.
Yeah,
Yep,
sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
that's a good catch.
Okay, with that correction, Environmental Advisory Council is meeting at 7 o'clock. Wait, yes, TAB is meeting at 5. Is that correction been made here? Okay. Okay, with that correction, did we have a motion?
There's a question
Can't-
that's from,
Can't keep track. Is there a motion in a second?
Rather than July
Wait
12th,
till you get to the meeting.
correction for the Park and Recreation Board, rather than July 12th, which would be a Wednesday, it'd be July 11th, the Tuesday.
Okay,
Thank you.
okay, thank you. Good catch. All right, with that second correction, is there a motion to approve the meeting schedule?
Motion to approve.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
On designation of depository, is there a motion to approve any official depository of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania?
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Appointment to the Bucks County Tax Collection Committee representatives, Stephanie Mason, Ken Wallace, and Jennifer Herring. It's alternates.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, delegates to PSATs. Voting delegate is, anybody want to, Jen, you want to do the voting delegate again?
I would like to continue that.
So is there a motion to approve?
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
Okay, all in favor of the delegates, including the voting delegate, Jen Herring?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you. Okay, appointment of Doylestown Fire Company Number 1 Engine Fire Police. Memo provided to us. Do you need to speak to this, Lieutenant, or are we all good with that?
No,
Appointment of the fire
There's been
police.
some additions to it over the last year, so this year's list is different than last year's, but they've been a great addition and a great assistance to us.
Thank you, and they're contained on this memo?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Is there a motion to approve the members of the fire police as detailed in the December 29th, 2022 memo?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, resolution to amend the fee schedule. Fees went up. Is there a motion to approve the fee schedule?
I'll make the motion.
Second.
Okay. Motion to approve the 2023 fee schedule, motion second. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. And then next is resolution for 2468 for the compensation of our professional services.
I'll make the motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Setting the current mileage rate, and we just got a new update,
65.5.
65.5 cents per mile. So motion to approve the new mileage rate for 2023.
I'll make the motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Okay, now, the designation of the official 2023 township holidays, when the township is going to be closed. Everyone have a look at them. Any changes, corrections? What happened to Indigenous Peoples' Day? Is there a motion to approve the holiday schedule?
I'll make the motion.
I'll second. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, Police Affairs Committee. For 2022, it's myself, Ryan, and Jen. Do you guys want to serve in the capacity for 2023?
I'd like to stay on it, yes.
I would like to as well.
Is there a motion to approve the members of Public Safety, Brian Mannion, Jen Herring, to the Police Affairs Committee, or Director of Public Safety, whatever that, Police Affairs Committee?
I'll make that motion.
Thank you.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, and now the next thing is the recommended treasurer's bond of $3 million. Is there a motion to approve the bonds?
I'll make the motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Okay, announcements. The Board of Auditors is going to meet for its reorganization Wednesday, January 4th. That's tomorrow at 10 a.m. The next meeting of this board is Tuesday, January 17th at 7 p.m. We're going to be closed on Monday, January 16th, observing Martin Luther King's birthday. Christmas tree drop-off anytime now till the end of January at this New Britain entrance to Central Park. And we're accepting applications for the Agriculture Security Area Advisory Council, the Finance Committee, HARB, H-A-R-B, Pension Advisory Committee, and the Doylestown Township Finance Committee. We're also accepting letters of interest to the, what's my committee called? Capital Campaign Committee, thank you. Any other public comment, not agenda items? Okay, hearing none, we are adjourned, and as I said, there's a little